I'm back, YouTube. I appreciate all the attention from yesterday. It was a really good day. You know, we didn't catch a storm, but I'm telling you what, man, today is a whole nother story, man, because I'm presently in between storms, you know, like I left one pretty good one. I didn't tape on it, but there wasn't nothing too big, but we were there. And now I just got wind from one of my fans, Raheel, who sent me some pretty top secret information about a miscommunication between the news people and the actual weather going on, where the news people were saying it wasn't going to rain, but the satellite imagery clearly indicated significant apocalyptic type wind event. And so I'm on my way between the storms, and you know, I say that it got me thinking, man, that, you know, storm chasing is about life, man. And when I say something like I'm between storms, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm between storms. What it is that's a euphemism for, you know, that's what life is, man. Life is just a series of between storms. You know, like you're about knocked plumb out and you just can't go on anymore, and then somehow you find yourself doggy paddling up, and you're doggy paddling, and then your head gets above water, like, and it's going in your throat, but you're above water, man, and you can breathe and you can live, and you're up there, and that's what it's like to be between storms, because ain't no sooner than you get a breath, boom, you're in another storm, and life is crazy and throwing crap at you everywhere, and you know, your wife leaves you, and your kids stop talking to you. You know how it's like. It's, you know, they stop sending you cards and you know, calling or pretty much anything. That's between another, I mean, that's another storm. And then you just keep fighting, man, and then you fight and you claw your way back up, and you doggy paddle back up top, and you get just to the top of that water again, and you take a breath, and you're like, I'm between storms right now, and then boom, you're back in it, man, back in it. And that's how it goes for a long time, right? And but this is one of them times where I'm actually between storms. As in, there's a thunder event in back where I just left, and I'm heading to another one closer to the downtownish region of Houston. And so, you know, we're gonna find it. We're gonna, maybe today, man, we kiss the monster. Shut this damn thing off. Now, as you can clearly, clear as a belly, see, what we got up ahead is bad. I mean, you look up in that sky, like, see that? See them clouds? That's where we're going. Yeah, you feel that, man? Can you feel the air? The barometric pressure, man, is, you can like inhale, you can feel the difference whenever you're heading into an inclemental weather situation. And you can see off in the distance where we're heading, and it ain't nothing. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. I mean, the whirling and, well, the clouds are still, but if you can see on the infrared satellites that I can see here on my monitor, man, this is amazing. This is something to be excited about. Here we go, we're going in. Well, we come up short again. The weather certainly is inclemental, but I've been waiting here for a good while, and I mean, I look up and I guess something could happen. I don't know. I mean, you know, sometimes you just got to go on instincts alone instead of science and whatnot. You just got to, you know, you got to like, and you feel out there, and it just doesn't, maybe next time. Hello? Hello? Anybody there? Hello? Shit. All right, I just got a call, and from that same guy that told me about that last one that turned up not so good, and it turns out I was while I was coming into town, the storm was heading west, back where I'd just come from. So I don't know if I was just focused too hard or something and didn't see it, but I must have just passed it. So I'm now heading back out on the trail, hot on the pursuit, on top of what appears to be a pretty significant weather activity that I will make sure to record when I get to, so that we can all learn a little bit, maybe sell it to the news outlets. All right, man, roger that. If you will do me the kindness of looking up there at that Old Glory, you see how that flag is furling everywhere? That's a tall tale sign of tornadic activity, either on the way or maybe it just left. But that, man, this is turning out to be quite a surprise today. You know, what looked not so well is starting to really look like, you know, this could be a big day for all of us, you know, and I'll do my best to keep y'all safe. All right, kiss the monster. This is why you have instincts. You see that up there? Look at that. That is like something out of a movie. Look at it. See them clouds? I mean, I bet there's a tail of a funnel cut. I mean, this is it. Look at that. Oh, man. Man, I ain't been this fired up in ages, man. Look at that. Look at this. We're gonna get up on top of this hill here. Well, I mean, it's an overpass, but, and I'm gonna show you off into the distance what it looks like to do. This is chasing storms. This is it, man. This is how we do it. By the way, man, I appreciate all you guys that come up with that nickname for me. H-Town Storm Chaser with a 8-CH to say H-Town. Man, I appreciate that. That's a good name, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that. All right, H-Town Storm Chaser signing off, heading for the storm. Just to fill you in on some of the science behind what's going on, you know, intuition and instincts are invaluable tools, but sometimes, you know, it requires some science to really know what's going on with weather events. And what you see off in the distance there is a whole, what you call a herd of Carolina cracktops. Those are cumulonimbus clouds that form whenever the barometric, all of the situation is right for them to form, and then they come in what's called a herd, which is like you have a herd of cattle, or you know, there's lots of different things. There's a herd of sheep, there's all types of pack of wolves, you know. You can have a murder of crows. You know, it's a herd of Carolina cracktops, and they're called that because of the type of cloud they are cracktops. And what you see on the bottom of the cloud, think of them as a inverse iceberg, and there's all the cloud activity, the mayhem is happening on the other side of the clouds. And that's why it takes science to understand things like that. But I just thought I'd share that with you so that you could be more informed as we head into the eye of the storm. You know, a lot of folks have been asking, you know, what the one single most challenging, or some people say difficult part about you know, being the H-Town Storm Chaser is, and you know, what is that one thing that makes it the hardest? And I would have to say it's fuel costs primarily, that, and a constant, you know, daily dealing with just overwhelming disappointment, you know, because because storm chasing is it's in you. You can't get it out of you. It's like being what color you are or what handed you are. Like I'm right-handed, and like 11% of people are left-handed, but I'm in that majority there. And you don't control that. Well, you don't control being a storm chaser. You just are. Or some folks, most folks most folks aren't. But the single hardest thing is definitely the fuel cost and the disappointment. But you have that certain you got that certain in you, that you just gotta climb back up on top of that mountain and keep climbing, because the storms will be there. They will. There's storms out there. I got a call from a guy earlier today, and he was staring at it. He was just staring, in a community. We talk to each other a lot, and he was staring at a F3 or some little piddly littler one, and asked me to come, and I was like, all right, 3 could turn into a 4, so I'm down. So I went and got loaded up in my service vehicle, and then but he was calling from Missouri, and the chances of that tornado still being there in the 15 hours it was going to take me to get there were basically slim to none. And so I passed, and but I could have, I probably, I started to go, but I didn't think little F3 would, make it the 15 or so hours it would take me to drive there. Well, I'm getting closer now to where you can see, look at that. That's why I do this, and you do whatever you do, right? Look at that. Well, that's all trees, but you can tell, on the other side of them trees, Armageddon. Well, I got called back to the corporate headquarters, and I got to where the storm was supposed to be, and there wasn't nothing there again. It was the sun started coming out, actually. So good for you, Houston. Congratulations. You didn't have to go through the loss of property and life that so often accompanies F4 and 5 tornadoes. Yay, I'm glad that nobody got hurt and nobody's stuff got tore up. I just kind of wish I, kind of see one, or get up on one, and, it's H-Town Storm Chaser. Sometimes it just feels like I'm driving around, just randomly recording myself instead of doing the service that I'm passionate about for you, protecting you, people. But now I'm back. Probably going to end up taking a day off tomorrow because I've got a lot of important stuff at some of my other businesses. If something comes up, I'll be there though, because that's just what I do. It's hard. Never quit. I've never stopped. I hunt storms until I drop. I'm but a mortal man with the eye of a storm in the palm of my hand, because I never quit. I'll never stop. I hunt storms until I drop. I am but a mortal man with the eye of the storm in the